The UK's housing crisis is more than a financial issue. It's a national emergency affecting millions. Let's dive into the numbers, the causes, and possible solutions to this growing problem. Renters across the UK are feeling the pinch. On average, rent eats up 35.7% of monthly income. But in some cities, it's far worse. In Bournemouth, renters spend 47.2% of their income, the highest in the UK. Oxford and Brighton follow closely at 46%, while London comes in at 44.5%. Meanwhile, cities like Belfast, Sunderland, and Newcastle remain affordable, with renters spending around 33% of their income. This highlights a stark divide between the north and south. Home ownership is becoming increasingly out of reach. The average house price in the UK is now £287,000, 9 times the average salary. Compare this to 1997, when house prices were only 3.5 times the annual income. The south of England and London remain the most expensive, while northern England and parts of Scotland offer more affordable options. But even in these areas, saving for a deposit is a massive hurdle for first-time buyers. A key driver of this crisis is the lack of new housing. The government aimed to build 300,000 homes annually, but the reality is far from this goal. Over the past decade, fewer than 200,000 homes have been built each year, and in 2023, housing construction hit its lowest point in 10 years. While there have been promises of rent controls and first-time buyer incentives, critics argue these measures barely scratch the surface. Without addressing the root cause, a shortage of housing, prices will continue to soar. The impact of this crisis is devastating. Over 2.4 million renters in England say their housing costs are unaffordable. Meanwhile, 271,000 people are homeless or living in temporary accommodations. Young professionals are particularly hard hit, with many locked into expensive rentals and unable to save for a deposit. The dream of owning a home is fading for an entire generation. The UK's housing crisis shows no sign of slowing down. Will bold policies come to the rescue, or is this the new normal? What do you think needs to change? Let us know in the comments.